Welcome to Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer. On this week's show, Denny and Chad fish Pickwick Lake in Alabama.
There he is. Feels like a keeper. Yes, sir.
What about that filming in August? Yeah, buddy, we need to do that every year.
And it sure is hot. Yes. Yes. That's a nice one.
Have I mentioned that it sure is hot?
Welcome to Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer.
Oh, that's a pro, my goodness. You talk about jump.
Fish number one, and it's a good one.
I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. Travel around the country and fish for a living. Get to hang out with my son. Show you what I look for in a jig. There's a good chance I'm probably gonna win.
Yeah. You know what I say to you, Dad, today? Give up now.
I got every intention of really pouring it to him tomorrow.
I've got a pretty good sack, and they've got a good chance of winning this thing.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer is brought to you by Ardent Reels, Pure Performance, All-American, Strike King, #1 in fishing lures, Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time, Seagar, always the best in fishing lines, Evinrude, spend more time on the water, Wired to Fish, bass fishing anglers' #1 resource, and by Mustad, haul in a record, haul off the cash at mustadhookamillion.com. Getting a good early launch is important when fishing a summertime pattern for largemouth bass. Denny and Chad are battling it out today on Pickwick Lake near Florence, Alabama. The reservoir has an abundance of bass, but the dog days of summer pose an extreme challenge with a forecast temperature reaching near 100 degrees.
Well, we're starting out this morning here on Pickwick, putting in at Florence, Alabama, which is really what I call at the very upper end of this lake. We're probably 2 or 3 miles from Wilson Dam. Fishing up behind the dams is where a lot of fish live. Hopefully I pull off a little, just kind of a little rally like I did at Guntersville and even this thing up with pops.
Talking summertime heat right now, and you know, it's gonna be a challenge. It always is. And in August, when it's hot, water temperature's 86.5 at 5:45 in the morning. We'll see if we can get a few fish in the boat, and then we'll branch off from there. But Pickwick's got big smallmouth, got big largemouth. We'll see what happens.
Looks like Dad and I both decided to head to the same area. We're coming out really early. You know, it's like barely daylight. We're both wanting to get a good fish early.
They're actually blowing a lot of current out of here early this morning, so that could help the fishing down lake too.
Yeah, it's part of the state law down here. If you're within 300 yards of the dam, you gotta have your life jacket on. Well, I think Dad has his little inflatable one on, be nice and cool. I'll be out here sweating. That's all right, I'm gonna catch mine early so it won't matter. You know, up in this part of this lake, you could catch a 5-pound largemouth. There's one, fish #1. I think it might be a striper though, the way he's fighting.
Yeah, looks like Chad's got one on over there.
There's the disappointment of this morning. Maybe the next one will be that size, but a smallmouth.
There we go. I don't know what we got, but we got something. That's no bass, or he'd be up jumping. He just absolutely stole my spitting king. A giant gar. Makes me a little mad. Not the way I like to start the day.
Really, raccoons are not very quick swimmers. That is the slowest swimming mammal I think I've ever seen. You're not supposed to be out this late, raccoon. You're supposed to be burrowed up by now. He's not the best looking raccoon I've ever seen either. A little scrawny.
Many species of fish are here, and lots of birds and wildlife take advantage of the opportunity for an easy meal.
I'd like to be up here catfishing. Ridiculous.
There we go. Oh, the right kind. Smallmouth. You see him jump, folks? That thing came 3 foot up out of the water. Oh, that is a largemouth. We got a nice fat largemouth. That's a good way to start a bass battle right there. Yes, sirree. 17-incher, 2.5 pounds. We will take him. Nice start. I would have swore it was a smallmouth the way it jumped so high out of the water, but nice largemouth. But I was sitting there thinking we're just wasting our time up here and that we need to run down lake, but hey, I'll take a 2.5 pounder to start the day any old time. 2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Arden's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer will be right back. You're watching Arden's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer at Pickwick Lake in Alabama.
Well, that plan didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but I have a lot of plans like that that don't work out, so yeah, go back to work.
This plan up here was a total disaster for me. I don't know if Dad caught any largemouth. I saw him catch a couple fish, but I never did see whether he weighed any or not.
You know, we had a little fun there. We had a few bites, wrong species. Caught one nice largemouth. We're off and running.
It's hot and the fishing is tough as Denny and Chad look for some water where they can catch a bass.
Got him. Oh, hit it on the drop.
He's a short.
Hit her on the drop. Not a very big one, but not quite big enough.
For me, the most important deal on a tough day like today is keep fishing areas that you have confidence in. Come back to the same tree and there's a stack of little largemouth on this tree. There he is. Little fish again. A little lay down right here, but it drops off into the old river channel. And it is stacked up with fish. That's 3 casts, 3 fish.
It's the football, boom, punt.
Nothing's funner than fishing when it's 100 and not getting any bites.
With no action in the lake, Denny and Chad go back to the dam where there's current flow and maybe the bass will bite.
Yeah, we're hooked up again. Wrong species, I know that. Oh yeah, what we got, who knows, but it's big and it's ugly. It's ugly, folks. You just can't catch smallmouth like that anywhere. You gotta drive to Pickwick Lake. Looks like a drummer boy. There we go. Don't know what it is, folks, but we got something on. What a lovely specimen that is. Whoa! It's big, whatever it is. It's big. It's a drag burner. I would guess you as a goober. I'm the goober king today. I got one, ladies and gentlemen, but it is not a bass. Once again, catfish. Lunch? Lunch, anybody? You gotta admit, you catfishermen out there. That's pretty nice catfish. Us old bass fishermen, we can catch catfish. That's what they're feeding on right there. All them baby shad. You're not gonna like this, but I'm operating to the beat of a different drum today. But I'll tell you something. You know, there's worse things you could be doing than out here playing with these drum having fun. This isn't bad duty. Not bad duty at all. That's smallmouth southern style there. Boy, are they good grilled. My goodness. You take them bad boys, you put them on I like to put them on a cedar shingle, put them on the old grill, about an hour and 45 minutes. Throw the fish away and eat the board, it's just as good. Strike King's a sponsor because I've gone through about $1.5 million worth of crankbaits today.
We are hooked up again. Oh, it's a bass. I have actually got a bass on, folks. It's gonna be close. Found a little wad of it. Yep. 2 pounds even. We'll take 2 pounds right now. He looks bigger. I hold him right there, doesn't he? Fishing's tough. Fishing's tough. As a fisherman, if you're a big-time crankbaiter, use lures that have treble hooks, there's an argument that goes back and forth. Do you use round bed trebles or you use the new Elite triple grip hooks? Well, it's kind of up to the individual. When I'm smallmouth fishing, almost 100% of the time, I'm going with a triple grip hook. For me, they jump, they carry on, they can't throw that hook. When you hook them with a triple grip, they're yours. They're not gonna get away. I'm kind of old school, so with the bigger crankbaits than that, I still like to go with round bend, so then I use the Mustad round bend hook. So, you know, it's entirely up to the angler, but if you're losing fish and you're not getting as many of them in the boat as you'd like with your crankbaits or your topwater lures, you need to experiment with the Mustad round bend and with the Mustad triple grip, but they will help you land more fish. Mustad hook. There we go. What do we got here? Out in the current, shake your head, that's a bass, that's a keeper.
Ooh, it's been a long time coming this morning.
Gotcha.
Woo! Finally, I'm on the board, I'm on the board. Man, I've tried just a little bit of everything today. 2 pounds, 12 ounces, not quite 3, but a good start. Get back in there. All right. That's a bobcat. In the wintertime, they're just huge, puffy cats. This is Wildlife Day on Bass Battles. It's a pretty good sized bobcat right there too. There we go. Good fish. Another keeper, keeper number 2. Series 3, right up against the rocks, just like he should be. But man, when they get out in this current, they are tough. Nice. Keeper 2, that's 2.5 pounds, 2 pounds, 8 ounces. I take a limit of those in the middle of August down south.
It's hot and the fishing is tough as Denny and Chad look for some water where they can catch a bass. We'll see how they do when Ardent's Bass Battles returns. You're watching Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer at Pickwick Lake in Alabama. Well, it's halftime. Denny and Chad meet up to discuss the day's fishing.
He's driving up, eating his lunch.
Well. Lunchtime.
I hope you brought me something.
You know, this little plan to come to Alabama in August and show people how to catch them in the dog days of summer.
We should do it every year. I love it.
I'm telling you what, I'd like to know how to catch them in the dog days of summer in Alabama.
Man.
Unbelievable.
Tough for me.
I mean, I really don't know whether I've showed any of the folks at home anything other than how to catch drum today. I've caught a gazillion drum. I've caught catfish. I've caught gar. And I've caught 2 bass that weigh 2 pounds. No, I caught a 2-pounder and a 2.5 pounder. I got 4.5 pounds is it.
Well, here is my idea. For our next time we come down here, it's not gonna be bass battles, it's gonna be multi-species battles. Because I've been down the same road. I got striper, I've got catfish, I got gar, but I do have 2 keeper bass as well, but mine weigh 5'4".
5'4".
5 pounds, 4 ounces.
That could be the winded stringer the way the day's going. I'd hate to ever believe that a bass battle could be won with 2 fish that weigh 5'4", but I mean, we hate to do a show without hardly any fish catches, but this is the reality of it. We drove all the way down to Pickwick Lake and this is all we're catching, so, you know. I think we know what we're doing, but at times I question it. So.
I think everybody does.
I mean, we could both end up with 20 pounds yet, so you never
right.
know. Good luck.
I'm gonna have my lunch now.
We'll see you at the ramp, maybe in 10 minutes, maybe in 10 hours, I don't know. Whenever the day's over.
All right. Well, the good news is I've got the lead. The bad news is I got to stay out here the rest of the day now.
It could be snowing out when you're watching this show. But I'm telling you, we are struggling today in our ardent bass battles. Well, if you're a shallow water fisherman like me, there's a couple things about your trolling motor that you need to keep in mind. One is, if you start to notice your performance dropping in your speed and your maneuverability, check your prop. You may have got into some gravel or mud and worn the cup out of it, and then it's time to buy a new prop. Well, while you're at it, take the bolt off here, pull your prop off, and take the line out that you inevitably pick up that goes around the shaft, because what that does is it'll get in behind the seal and ruin your trolling motor. So with a little maintenance on your part, it takes you 5 minutes, you can have a lot longer life out of your trolling motor.
All right, keeper fish, 5-pounder, whatever, be on this tree.
There he is. Feels like a keeper. Yes, sir. That's keeper number 3. Boom. And I called it. I knew there was going to be a fish there. It's another 2 pound and 12 ounces right there. Yes. Confidence area. An area that I had confidence in pays off. There's a reason I'm fishing this bank. I can be in the shade, and it sure is hot. Have I mentioned that it sure is hot? I have captured me the right species, just not the right size. It's 2 in a row off the same spot. I am on them. There's one. Be a bass. Feels like a good fish, but he was in the current, so maybe, yeah, it's a bass. Looks like a smallmouth. It is a smallmouth. It's a good one too. Oh, Chad, that was the dumbest move of all time. Never swing one in like that. Come on. That was a game winner right there. Chad. Dumb, stupid fisherman. Lost my focus. Lost my focus. I'm gonna go stand underneath that waterfall in about a minute. Nice cool hat I got on. Kind of matches my really cool colored shirt. I mean, everybody ought to wear black during the summertime when it's 100 degrees.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer will be right back. You're watching Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer at Pickwick Lake in Alabama.
It's a bass. It's a nice bass. This could be the winning fish if Chad doesn't catch anymore. Stay down. Yes. That's a nice one. That is a nice one. Whew. So nice to finally get a bite. You never give up. You just never give up. 3 pounds even. A little bit over. Skinny old fish, but I am proud of him. There you go, buddy.
But it doesn't really bother me when I lose fish. It bothers me when I do something stupid, resulting in a fish getting off, and that's exactly what happened with that smallmouth. There's one. Ooh, that looks like a keeper right there. He looked bigger than he is. 14 3/4. 1/4 inch from having number 4. There we go. Bass. Got me a bass. Don't know he's big enough. Don't you jump. I think he will be. I think he's gonna keep. Oh yeah. 15.5 incher. 2.2. We call him 2 pounds. Keeper number 4. Well, there's some days I hate to see come to an end. This is not one of them. I'll tell you what, the way my afternoon went, no matter what you did, I'm still not going to be happy even if I won this deal. I made a dumb mistake. Cost me a 3-pounder. I tried to swing him in, hit him off the side of the boat. Just stupid fishing. And I ended up improving this afternoon, but only by one. I ended up with 3 that weighed 8 pounds.
Hey, I will take a present now and then. I ended up with 4 that weighed 9.5 pounds.
That's like salt in the wound.
The one that come off,
yeah.
cost you.
And it always happens. You
It
make a dumb
usually
mistake,
does.
and it always costs you.
That's fishing, bud. Don't worry about it. The next one, it may happen to me. Everything may go right for you.
Yeah,
You just
well.
don't know.
That's right.
Let's put them on the trailer.
I'm
We did
gonna-
kill him
yes.
today, but neither one of us died today out here either.
I felt like I might have once or twice.
Oh, what a brutal day. Let's head it to Missouri.
But yes, sir.
Can't be any hotter there.
Now to lift that fish, I probably win this thing. But you know, it's one of those deals. When it's hot out, you tend to lose your focus. You're not getting bites. You tend to get lazy, and that's what happened to me, and it cost me today.
I mean, the prestige that goes with having the Ardent Bass Battle trophy on your mantle, having your name engraved on that 2 years in a row, it doesn't get any better than that.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer has been brought to you by Ardent Reel Care. Take care of the reels that take care of you. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Seagar, always the best in fishing lines. Evinrude, spend more time on the water. Wired to Fish, bass fishing anglers' #1 resource. And by Mustad, haul in a record, haul off the cash at mustadhookamillion.com.
You get that gar? Could be the highlight of the show. Could be our star.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're thinking.